For years, people believed Canelo's sheer size at 168 pounds was enough to intimidate anyone who stepped in front of him. But Terence Crawford isn't buying into that narrative. It's about efficiency. If Crawford and Canelo ever shared a ring, don't expect a wild brawl. Expect a chess match. Crawford isn't trying to impress with talk of power. He's making a point. Boxing isn't about how hard you can hit. It's about how precise you are when it matters most.
I think, if
Crawford isn't pretending that size is irrelevant. He just refuses to let it define the fight. Instead of worrying about physical advantages, he places his confidence in technique and intelligence. He understands that Canelo's punches carry real weight, but that reality doesn't alter his game plan. For Crawford, winning has never been about brute force. It's about being the smarter, sharper fighter. He believes his speed, timing, precision, and understanding of the ring will be the deciding factors if the two ever face off. More than that, Crawford challenges the obsession with knockout power. He breaks down the idea that flashy highlights or numbers on paper decide outcomes. According to him, fights aren't won by reputation or reels. They're won by execution when it matters most.
just because a person,
Crawford believes raw power stops being a guarantee the moment the bell sounds. He's watched bigger punchers come up short because they lack timing, patience, and control. In fights at this level, strength without discipline can become a weakness. That mindset creates a difficult problem for Canelo. Power alone won't be enough to derail Crawford's objective. He isn't distracted by explosive moments or crowd reactions. He's studying the entire fight as it unfolds. Every round, every exchange, every adjustment matters. This is what makes Crawford dangerous. He's not entering the ring just to survive or hang on. He's there to outthink, outmaneuver, and outclass his opponent over time. And despite what some fans assume, Crawford isn't underestimating Canelo at all. He respects the threat, but he's preparing for the complete fighter, not just power. He looks beyond strength and focuses on the full picture. And that's where he believes the fight will be decided.
it's not just a puncher. I don't know, like, that's the sure when that he can
This confidence isn't theoretical.
honest. I didn't want to fight at 154. I wanted to.
Crawford is drawn to names like Canelo, not because of fame or pressure, but because of what they represent. To him, those names carry weight. They challenge him. He isn't interested in waiting for safe opportunities or easy paths. He charges directly toward the biggest test available. This isn't about business decisions or calculated matchmaking. Choosing Canelo is about legacy. It's about proving something to himself first. That's what makes this fight feel genuine, that if Canelo signs on, Crawford won't just be facing another opponent. He'll be stepping in with a fighter who thrives on confrontation and intensity. And Crawford's goal was never just move up divisions or collect belts. He wanted something more. The words he shared reveal just how far he's willing to go to validate his greatness and how much he's prepared to risk to do it.
Like, I always had this mind frame of bigger than.
This isn't about collecting belts. It's about chasing greatness. Crawford has never been comfortable with the traditional path or the safest route forward. His move up to 168 pounds says everything about his mindset. He's willing to meet the elite at their peak, on their terms. If Crawford and Canelo ever face each other, the story won't revolve around convenience or promotion. It will exist because Crawford chose risk over comfort. He's pursuing legacy, not headlines, and he didn't need statistics or size comparisons to make his case. Crawford leaned on something far more powerful: his experience, his mindset, and his understanding of what truly decides fights. That perspective is what separates him from the rest.
Omaha, stand up, north side. Let's go, you are champion. Take us to another level, champ. Huh? Another level. September 13th, we're going to another level. They wanted to stop us, but they couldn't. Huh? You see the sun shining on you? That's it. That's why the light on you.
This isn't new territory for Crawford. He spent his entire career proving people wrong. Bigger names, louder hype, stronger bodies. None of it ever stopped him. Experience taught him that reputation doesn't win fights. His confidence doesn't come from talk. It's built on victories already earned. There's no ego in it, only evidence. Every challenge he's faced has reinforced the same lesson. Crawford prepared to show Canelo that size alone isn't a deciding factor. This matchup won't be settled by measurements or appearances. It will be decided by belief, discipline, and execution. Once the bell sounds, A.S. Crawford pushed himself in the gym. His coach's words added fuel to the fire. This wasn't just physical preparation. It was about reconnecting with his identity, remembering exactly who he is and why he's here.
But that could also give you a reason why Crawford could win. So it's like, I don't know, it's just whoever's the better man.
What he chose to do next proved he's willing to suffer, now to gain strength later, recovering from extreme cold, staying disciplined, following strict routines. It takes more than toughness. It takes purpose. He understands that comfort doesn't win battles like this. The pain he accepts today is an investment for when the bell rings tomorrow. There are no shortcuts here. Every second matters. Every session means something. These aren't just workouts, they're statements. And that may come as a surprise to Canelo if he expects this to follow familiar patterns. Even rising fighters around the sport are starting to see it differently. Some are speaking plainly, sticking to the facts, and acknowledging that this matchup may not play out the way people expect.
I think that size plays an advantage. I think, his caliber of opponents plays an advantage, and I just think he will pull.
This fight isn't easy to predict. That's what makes it so compelling. Both fighters have the tools to win, and each brings something entirely different to the ring. Past accomplishments and fan opinions don't matter here. When the bell rings, it's all about execution. Every punch, every movement can change history. One slip, one perfectly timed strike. That's all it takes. Canelo isn't just a figure in the corner. He's a strategist, ready to impose his plan from the very first second. There's no winner or loser until the final bell. This is war, pure and relentless, from start to finish. These are two elite athletes operating on the edge of their limits. Pride, intelligence, and skill leave no room for error. With 12 rounds ahead, every moment matters. One misstep could shift the entire fight. In the end, it may come down to the smallest of margins, not chaos or hype. And even when the dust settles, The debate will continue. Who truly prevailed? The fight could become legendary, remembered for decades without a definitive answer. Not everyone in the ring takes the challenge lightly. Crawford has made it clear. He isn't here to just compete. He's here to prove a point, to test himself against one of the very best, and to stake his claim on history.
Canelo.
What are you thinking?
I think he has enough skills to walk him down and cut the ring off, especially if the ring might be smaller. I think he has more of a, it's on the weight alone.
Yeah.
I think that's where it is. And he can fight.
Picking the underdog doesn't make anyone brave. What matters is recognizing skill over size, intelligence over brute force. Crawford demonstrates something that numbers alone can't capture, an instinct for timing, movement, and strategy that goes beyond pure strength. This isn't about placing a bet. It's about respect for a fighter who has dedicated himself to mastering every challenge. No one should be surprised if Crawford comes out on top. Some already expect him to win, but not everyone shares that view. Even Mayweather has weighed in, explaining why his support leans toward Canelo. But opinions won't decide the
I started doing a boxing match, I think Crawford has enough to outbox him too, because he's quicker off the block and he can lose his legs.
He's walking it back, Jeff. He's walking it back.
I'm gonna go with Canelo though.
Crawford sees that both size and experience matter. They're not trivial details. He recognizes that Canelo has defeated the very best, and that record carries weight. His decision to take the fight comes from respect for a proven champion, not from dislike or rivalry. In a matchup this close, a long resume, size, or raw strength can even become a disadvantage. This fight isn't about who is favored on paper. It's about who can perform under pressure. And Canelo has repeatedly proven he thrives when the stakes are highest. When asked, Crawford didn't hesitate. Confident and decisive, he made his choice immediately. Watching Canelo in action, the precision, the style, the composure, only reinforces Crawford's belief that he can come out on top.
You know, two of boxing's pound for pound champions. I think it's going to be a great fight. But there's weight classes for a reason. I think Canelo might edge it. Crawford though, I think he has the upper hand on the skill level. But I think Canelo also has skill and he also has the weight.
Crawford knows that Canelo's strategy of applying relentless pressure can make movement extreme.